What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be going over everything you need to know about the new and improved Xur. So within the Final Shape expansion for Destiny 2, Xur received a massive overhaul. He now sells completely different things, such as exotic catalysts, random engrams, resources, and more. And very importantly, instead of legendary shards, you now require strange coins to make purchases from him. And on top of all of that, Xur now has rank rewards, so the more you're able to spend at Xur, the more you're going to rank him up and earn pretty good rewards such as rare resources like Ascendant Shards. So, the first thing we need to talk about is getting the resource to buy stuff from Xur, and that is strange coins. What is the most efficient way to get strange coins within Destiny 2? So, of course, the first question is, well, where do strange coins drop? Well, they almost always drop from ritual activities. So that's Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit. Now, in terms of how much you're getting for these different activities, well, in Gambit and in Crucible, you're going to get 3 for a win, but only 2 for a loss. And this is really going to determine whether or not you should farm these activities. Now, keep in mind that when we say, Crucible, and this applies to Vanguard as well, we mean everything within this node. So it doesn't matter what Crucible playlist you're playing, except for Private Match, you're still going to earn those strange coins upon completion. And so, if you have like a full fire team and you are farming dubs in either Crucible or a Gambit, it can be a little efficient. But if you're going in solo and you're going to lose half the time, getting only 2 for that L is not great. And actually it's going to get even worse as we talk further about how Xur works. Now, in terms of Vanguard, this is where things get quite interesting. Again, everything in this node applies for strange coins. So that means Onslaught is going to drop strange coins, around 2 for every 10 waves. And so that means if you do all 50 waves of Onslaught, you're going to get a pretty decent chunk of strange coins, but it's a big time commitment. Going all 50 waves can often take over an hour. Now, in terms of the normal Vanguard strike, you're going to get 4 strange coins upon completion. And then, in my opinion, here is the secret sauce. For the lowest difficulty Nightfall, you actually get 5 strange coins upon completion. And honestly, the lowest difficulty Nightfall is not that much harder than a normal Vanguard strike, especially if you just have some anti-champion stuff on your build. You can run through in approximately the same speed you would run through, again, a normal Vanguard strike, especially because the Nightfall strike doesn't change. So on weeks where the Nightfall featured strike is something a little bit easier, something you're used to, something you can farm, that's actually a great way to go in and in about the same time it takes to do a Vanguard strike, just get 1 more strange coin. That is a very efficient farming method, and that's what I did, at least initially, because there's actually 1 more way to get strange coins that is outside of the normal ritual playlists, and that way is ghost quests. So as you can see right here, if I go to Micah's Conduit, which you're going to unlock after beating the Final Shape campaign, I can pick up a bunch of different quests here, and they're going to ask me to go find a certain ghost, and they're going to give me a random reward. Sometimes it's an Ascendant Shard or an armor piece or whatever. But there's a chance that the reward is, as you can see right here, 10 strange coins. This is amazing. This quest is really not that difficult, and you're going to get the equivalent of 2 Nightfalls worth of strange coins. And actually more than that. So, this quest specifically, the Oracle, says to search the ghost telemetry in the Strike Insight Terminus on Nessus. So I can just select Insight Terminus directly on the Nessus directory and do it. Now, these quests always work out so that you're doing a certain activity and you're looking to find the ghost telemetry. Well, that ghost telemetry is almost always at the very end of that activity. So you can see right here, I get to the very end boss room and boom, here's the thing I need to scan. Now, a lot of people make a huge mistake at this point. I have seen so many people, they scan this and then they leave. Like, technically you are done with the quest. You could leave the strike, but you don't want to do that because we're already at the boss fight. And guys, as you can see right here, I actually get 4 strange coins, the same amount as if I would have done a Vanguard strike playlist strike from beating Insight Terminus. So now, for doing this quest, I'm actually going to get 14 total strange coins. So do not dip immediately if you're on a strike searching for the ghost telemetry. Finish the strike for those strange coins. Regardless, then you're going to go somewhere else in the world, scan the last thing, go back to where Micah's terminal is, and you're going to interact with the light coming out of the ground and complete this quest and get your 10 strange coins. So if you can do a few of these, oh my goodness, that's going to be a huge bump in your strange coins. Now, unfortunately, when you complete this, like, you have to complete all of these different quests to get more of them. Like, you can only have 3 at a time, and then it'll reset to a different 3. So it might not be the most efficient doing like the 2 other quests here just to complete them to hopefully get another 10 strange coin quest. So just if you do see one, if you do have one, 100% do it and then go back to farming Nightfalls. That's certainly what I did. Now, importantly, there is a magic number in terms of strange coins that you need to reach, and that number is 47. Once you have 47 strange coins, you want to go to Xur and you want to spend all of them. Now, here's why. When you're at Xur, as you can see right here, if you interact with the bottom left corner of his inventory, called More Strange Offers, a bunch of interesting options pop up. We have strange gifts, which we'll talk about in a second, resources you can exchange, but importantly, we have the loyalty program of the 9. This is the buff you're going for, and this again requires you to spend 47 strange coins. Now, importantly, I'm actually looking at this for the first time this week, and it already says 24 out of 47, so it does count what you spent the previous weekend. So that should make it easier for how much strange coins you need to acquire to get this buff. But once you spend all 47 strange coins, as you can see right here, you can buy this buff, and if you open up your character inventory screen, you can see it's actually present here, Strange Favor, and this is going to make an extra strange coin drop when doing an activity, and it's going to last for 11 total days. And most importantly, guys, it can stack. So that means when Xur comes again next weekend, I want to spend another 47 strange coins. This is going to let me buy another one of these loyalty program buffs. So then, for a few days, I'm going to have 2 loyalty program buffs active at the same time. I'm going to have Strange Favor times 2, which means I get 2 more strange coins for doing those activities, right? And then potentially, Bungie even said it can stack up to 3 times. So I'd be getting 3 extra strange coins. So instead of beating a Nightfall and getting 5, I'm now going to get, what, 8? And that is just going to make farming significantly more efficient. And you can actually see here, with my Strange Favor buff, I'm able to complete another Nightfall, and you can see, instead of 5, I now get 6. So again, that is going to just snowball into so much more things you can purchase from Xur. Now, with all that being said, a couple of things you want to know about. First of all, and I guarantee a ton of people are going to make a mistake involving this, if you read the Strange Favor buff closely, it actually says you only get extra strange coins from Crucible and Gambit on wins. I have no idea why Bungie did it like this, and I actually tested it for myself because it was like almost unbelievable, but it's true. With Strange Favor, I lost a Gambit match and still only got 2 strange coins. And so that means once you have Strange Favor, like Gambit and Crucible are right out in terms of consideration for farming unless you can guarantee wins. Like, it's just so much more inefficient to start getting 2 for a loss when you can get a guaranteed 6, 7, or 8 for doing Nightfalls or strikes. Like, it's just a crazy way that they did things, but you absolutely need to know about that. Now, additionally, importantly, once I actually bought this buff, you can see right here, I actually go and I spend a few more strange coins on strange gifts, and it still says 47 out of 47. So I would absolutely caution you guys, once you get the buff, start saving your strange coins, because it might not count towards the next strange favor buff you're trying to buy in the upcoming weekend, right? Now, on top of that, guys, if you're spending your strange coins, often, Xur only has so many good items available for sale every weekend, you're probably going to be buying these random engrams. So what kind of engrams are best to buy? Well, the first thing I did want to test out is for the random armor engram. Would those actually give high stat armor? And yes, it appears to be so. You can see I buy one right here. I get a 60 stat leg armor. Now, it's not that good, but again, it's good that we're not seeing like 54 stat, right? Now, on top of that, when you're ranking Xur up, these engrams as rewards are going to award one of like anything. Like you can see here, I actually get a chest piece of the Midnight Exingent set. That's actually a really, really rare chest piece. I think only, 28% or less than 28% of people have this chest piece. So that's kind of a cool thing. And that is another indication of why you should rank up Xur. You can potentially get some really rare stuff, even when he's not like featured to be selling that stuff. Now, let's then talk about the number one sink of your strange coins, which is strange gifts, right? They only cost one strange coin. Are they worth it? Well, for the most part, no. You can see I'm spending a bunch of strange coins on these strange gifts, and overall, it's just blue items, so blue armor, blue weapons, and then random resources. I actually get a lot of raid banners, you get random enhancement cores. Really nothing good for me drop. Now, maybe there's a chance to get something that's super rare from these that's actually good, but again, I really didn't get anything good for what I spent. And so guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.